Hi, friends. How's everybody today? I hope everyone is doing great. Okay, this should be sort of short and sweet. Hopefully. When in doubt, always choose yourself. So, this is how it works. A lot of people, and this is not going to apply to everyone, obviously, okay? But I think I have a pretty good understanding of how things work at this stage of my life. After 50 plus years and then some. We have this tendency to do everything for everybody all the time, most of the time. And again, it's because of being preconditioned to be that way for the most part, for most people. And then for some, it's not only because of the preconditioning, but also because of the way you were raised and the way your parents raised you, basically, and then some other external things going on. But for the most part, to put it short, it's a combination of external factors, preconditioning, such as school education, the social machine per se, and then you have the upbringing of your parents, basically. That's the bottom line. And these things are so nuanced and so subtle sometimes that as you grow up, you will never notice these things. So it's deeply ingrained in your psyche because it's most of the time a very subconscious aspect of everybody. And because of being subconscious deeply like that, people do not understand and don't even realize that they are doing these things on autopilot mode. So people don't question these things because they think that's the normal thing when it's far from the truth. And the problem is that when you're doing these things, you are putting all brakes on for your own growth and development as an individual in every single aspect of your life. Social, romantic, you name it, the list goes on. This is a very, very serious, deep rooted issue here that people need to really learn how to look at it and address it. Because until you do that, you're constantly always gonna do everything for everybody while you forget about yourself. Basically, what people do is they put themselves on the back burner most of their lives, sometimes their entire lives. But they don't know, they don't understand. They question the stuff, possibly many times, multiple times throughout their lives. They will question it because they won't understand why things are not going well for them, why they're not succeeding in things that they would like to succeed. Let's say, you got goals, whatever, it never works your way for some reason. Well, that's the reason why. While you're busy with your pre-programmed conditioning of the social machine and your upbringing and all these things combined, you forgot to take care of yourself. Matter of fact, most of the time you're always forgetting to take care of yourself. You just don't. And this is why, for most people out there, they always feel like they are living in a stagnant, stuck situation. And they keep telling themselves that they can't move out of that. They can't push forward, or they can't leave that altogether and go do something else. Because you keep lying to yourself. You don't want to see things as they truly are. You don't want to address the root cause of the problem here. And it's a very simple thing. All you have to do is you flip the script and start doing all the stuff that you've been doing for everybody else around you. Everywhere in your life. It doesn't matter what the situation is, what the circumstances are. Okay? Whether it's at work, whether it's in a relationship, whether it's in a friendship, that applies for every single social aspect of your life. Human to human interaction. Turn that energy inwards. Flip the script and focus that energy on yourself. And by doing that properly, that's the other thing. You got to do it properly. You have to believe in yourself. You have to remember what you can do. You have to truly know who you are. Know what you're capable of. Know your worth. All these things that I have spoken about ad nauseum at this point. 112, 13 videos later, still talking about it. Doesn't matter how many times. Because it always comes down to this. Turn that focus inwards. Flip the script. And utilize all that energy towards yourself. And by doing that, you're going to perform a miracle in your life. This is divine intervention here that I'm talking about. Because when you do that to yourself, you will get all the support that you need from this divinity outside and inside of you. Because you deserve it all. You just kept going on your whole life telling you don't deserve any of this stuff. Again, preconditioning, programming, brainwashing, whatever the hell you want to call it. It doesn't matter. The description of the issue is not the point. The point is, it is a thing. It is very real. Very noticeable. If you actually open your mind and your eyes and your heart to look at it honestly. I've talked about this. It's all about being honest with yourself. Because when you're honest with yourself, truly, you will be able to see all of these things. And at first you may even feel pity for yourself. You know, you're gonna feel some stuff that it might not be very comfortable. And if that happens, let it flow, and then release those feelings. Release it all. Because you've probably been carrying this stuff bottled up inside of you most of your life. You don't even know. Well, I'm telling you right now, it's pretty easy to spot it. It's pretty simple to see. That's how everybody operates. That's how most of the time everybody around you is winning while you feel you're on the losing end of the spectrum. It's kind of like how the world works, really, sadly. It's just sad, you know. There is gonna be a small amount of people out there who are benefiting from everything and everyone around them because they know how the game works. And these people are not going to be telling you how things work because, you know, they are the benefactors from the whole thing. But if you wake up and you look at things objectively from the true real perspective, the eagle eye, you know, the observer, the presence, the vigilance, the awareness, all of these things that I've talked about over and over and over again, then you begin to play the game the way it's meant to be played. And you're going to play to win. You're not going to play to lose. That's how you do it. It's very simple. So yeah, this is all I want to say. There's nothing else to say. Okay? So, when in doubt, and like I said, that applies to everything in your life. Everything. When in doubt, focus on yourself and turn that gaze, that energy, and that attention inwards. And the growth that you will achieve in every aspect of your life is going to be dramatically exponential, miraculously, whatever words you want to use. This is it. That's how you do it, friends. It's a very simple, basic formula. So, apply that to your life. And then watch the magic unfold right in front of your eyes. I love you all with all the depths of my soul. And I will catch you all next time. Keep loving yourself, turning that focus inwards. And I'll catch you on the next one.